Assalamualaikum, students and friends. Welcome back to Sir K Lab's Physics and Chemistry tutorial. In today's episode, we present typical assessment questions on the relationship between an element's atomic number and mass number. So just sit back and relax, watch and learn. In a neutral element X, we usually write the mass number, capital A, as the superscript in the element symbol, and it represents the combined number of protons and neutrons, while the subscript, capital Z, is the atomic number representing the number of protons, and if the atom is uncharged or neutral, it is also equal to the number of electrons. The mass number, capital A, is just equal to the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. If the atom is an ion, either positively charged or negatively charged ion, the mass number is still the combined number of protons and neutrons, but the atomic number is just the number of protons, but it is not the number of electrons anymore, since an ion either has an excess of electrons or a deficiency of electrons. In answering the following three questions, you are instructed to write capital A if the first statement is true and the second statement is false. Write capital B if the first statement is false and the second statement is true. Write capital C if both statements are true. And write capital D if both statements are false. Question number 1. Sodium has an atomic number of 11 and a mass number of 23. Statement A, it has 11 protons. Statement B, it has 23 neutrons. So to answer this question, we can write the chemical symbol of the element sodium as shown. The subscript capital Z, or the number of protons, of sodium is 11, while its mass number, right, capital A, is 23. Now, since the number of protons is 11, all right, we say that the number of neutrons, capital N, is just capital A minus capital Z, all right? Or the mass number minus the atomic number, which is 23 minus 11, so that gives us 12 as the number of neutrons of the sodium atom. Therefore, we say that statement A is true, but statement B is false. That is why our answer to this question, all right, is option capital A. For questions 2 and 3, okay, you are to use the following data that shows the numbers of electrons, protons, and neutrons of hypothetical atoms, all right, V atom, W atom, X atom, and Y atom. So here are the data. So for question number 2, we have the first statement. Atom W has the same atomic number as atom Y. And the second statement, atoms W and Y are isotopes of the same element. So based on the table that we had earlier, we have here the chemical symbols of the two atoms, W and Y, with their atomic numbers, all right, written as the subscripts and their mass numbers as superscripts. And as highlighted, all right, we have for atom W, the atomic number is 1, while for atom Y, the atomic number is 2, all right? So because of that, we say that statement letter A is false, all right? And although their mass numbers are different, okay, capital A equals 3 for atom W and capital A equals 4 for atom Y, all right? But the fact that their atomic numbers are different, all right, we cannot consider atoms W and Y as isotopes of the same element, all right? Because when we say isotopes, all right, these are atoms of the same element. In other words, they must have the same atomic number, capital Z, all right, and different mass numbers, capital A. So, since both statements A and B are false, our final answer, therefore, for question number 2 is option capital D. For the last question, number 3, the first statement or statement A, atoms V and W are isotopes of the same element. Statement B, atom X is a neutral atom and atom Y is an ion, but both are isotopes of the same element. So we write first the chemical symbols of atoms V and W, all right? And the atomic numbers of these atoms are the same, all right? Capital C for both is equal to 1. That means each atom has one proton, all right? And also based on the table earlier, these two atoms are considered neutral because the number of electrons, all right, is just the same as the number of protons. All right, so because of the fact that the atomic numbers of these two atoms are the same, that means statement letter A is considered true. All right, now for statement letter B, let's inspect the chemical symbols for atom X and atom Y are also written here, all right? And we say that both atoms X and Y also have the same atomic number, which is Z equals 2, all right? And their mass numbers are different, all right? Capital A equals 3 for atom X and capital A equals 4 for atom Y. All right, so just like atoms V and W, we also say that atoms X and Y are in fact isotopes of the same element. All right. Now, based on the table earlier, it was also mentioned that atom X, all right, has two protons, all right, and two electrons as well. So, since the number of protons is the same as the number of electrons, and that's represented by the atomic number of atom X, that means we can say that atom X is a neutral atom, all right? But atom Y, whose number of protons as represented by the atomic number is equal to 2, all right? But based on the table earlier, it was also shown there that atom Y has only one electron, all right? So the fact that there is only one electron but there are two protons, that means this atom Y is not a neutral atom. Instead, we say it is a charged atom, all right? And since there are more protons compared to the number of electrons, we say that this atom is deficient in electrons, all right? And therefore, we consider this as a positively charged ion. All right. That means both statements A and B are considered true or correct statements. So therefore, our final answer to question number 3 is option capital C. So that's it. We are done. Till the next episode. Mabuhay. Masya Allah. Thank you very much for watching. Please follow me in my FB page and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.